8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Is die Bundesliga. Hello everybody and welcome to the Grant Hakim channel. Early morning once again. Apologies for my hair. I literally woke up 20 minutes ago, washed my face. I look terrible right now, but we're here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before this game kicks off, if you are new, feel free to subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, smash the like button as well. Follow me on my Twitter, @GrantHakim is my Twitter handle. @Grant_Hakim is the Instagram, and Tickety Talk if you want to get merch, join the Discord, or make a donation. All links are going to be in the video description. It is early morning. Hopefully you got some coffee or something. I just got my big gallon of water. We got to bring the kombucha back. If you were with me last year, we did like a kombucha halftime thing, or in the second half we drank kombucha together. We'll have to do that again. I don't have kombucha with me today, but we will have to do that sometime. Big game today. Dortmund and Stuttgart. This is the first time we're doing a watch-along for Borussia Dortmund this season, so it'll be nice to see them play. I've watched a handful of games for Dortmund this season, and it's been terrible. I think if you're a Dortmund fan out there, it's been absolutely atrocious for Borussia Dortmund this season. We'll look at the standings. They had a coaching carousel as well this season. New coach coming in today. We can talk more about Niko Kovac. Will he turn this Dortmund team around? Will they turn this season around? Will they even make top four? I have no idea. But players are at the halfway line. I gotta get my clock ready. Make sure it's ready to rock. There we go. We will get starting lineups here shortly. We also have a poll in the chat. Let me know who you think is gonna win. I see Adeyemi, so I'm very hopeful. I love Adeyemi. Just waiting for the ref. And we're underway at the Signal Iduna Park in beautiful Dortmund. A place that I've always wanted to go to. Hopefully one day we can make that happen. Where should we put this? We'll put this there. Okay, let's get stats as well. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's early morning. Maybe it's not for you, depending where you are in the world. But thank you so much for tuning in on this lovely Saturday. Super Bowl weekend. Super Bowl weekend. Super Bowl's tomorrow, if you watch. We do have stats. Perfect. Well, yes, get your predictions in the chat. And how are we doing, people? You gotta let me know. Should we? Hopefully this works. Yes, just scroll. Benzabaini. I love that name. If you are new to the channel, I have on EAFC 25. You can go to my YouTube homepage. We've been doing a season playthrough for Borussia Dortmund. I basically took over for the team in the video game, at least. In January, it was the Leverkusen game. We took over from that point, and basically I've been doing a season mode for Borussia Dortmund. Has it been going? It's been going average. I don't think we've lost, which is good. Actually, you know what? We lost one game. I think we lost to Werder Bremen. But other than that, it's gone pretty well. So if you want to check out that series, link in the video description, or you can head to my YouTube homepage and check it out there. But oh my gosh, my hair looks terrible, doesn't it? My goodness me. That's okay. That's okay. Halftime, we can freshen up the hair. Okay, let's do lineups, because I always forget to do lineups, because I'll just ramble on about other things if I don't do lineups first. But for me, if I did predict this game, Niko Kovac, first game for Dortmund. Whenever a coach starts, for a new team, they get this thing called the new coach bump, where they start winning games because they get a new coach. I don't know why it happens. It happens in every sport. Whenever you get a new coach, you go on a winning streak. So I'm going to pick Borussia Dortmund because of that. Stuttgart's a very good team. They made Champions League. They were the kind of, for me at least, kind of a shock. They were the shock of the season last year. Because I think the year before, they were in relegation playoffs. This was 2 years ago. Just to qualify for Bundesliga. Last year, they finished in the top 4. And then this year, we can take a look at the standings. Doing very well. They're looking to get Champions League again. Here comes Stuttgart. Good defense by Ryerson. Oh! Kobel saved it from being a corner there. But let's get lineups here. I'm going to go, let's go... I'll go 2-1 Borussia Dortmund. How about that? 2-1 Borussia Dortmund, I think, is a fair scoreline. But I'd love to know your opinion at home. Let's do... Here we go, I found it. No. Yes. Well, actually, we do this. Let's just do this. Let's go here. Hey, let's go here. This is easier. Okay, starting lineup for the visitors in Stuttgart. You have Nubel, Hendricks, Stiller, Mittelstadt, Milot, Karazor, Luling, Stergio, Shabot, Undav, and Furreich. On the bench, you got Bredlow, Vagnoman, Ketel, Dimitrovic, Woltmade, Jax, Stencil, Jelch, and Ryder. For the home team in Borussia Dortmund, you got Kobel in net. You got Anton, Benzemani, Garassi, Brandt, Grobe, Zabitzer, Chan, Ryerson, Adiemi. We love Adiemi. Meep is what I call him because he's a road runner. And then Gittins. On the bench, you have Meyer, Kuto, Ozkan, Gio Reyna. Hopefully, since we're all... I'm American at least. I'm not sure if you're American at home. Hopefully we get to see Gio Reyna play. Bayer, Duranville, Svensson, Zula, Watchin, and net. Here comes Stuttgart, though, in the box. Good block. Zabitzer with the block, and Stuttgart with the first corner of the game, of the afternoon. And to get you formations, I guess we can take a look at FotMob. They do a good job with formations. Four, 4-2-3-1 for Borussia Dortmund, and then same 4-2-3-1 for Stuttgart as well. Stuttgart headed away. The crowd are whistling. I don't know what they're whistling about. But that's how they're lining up. Nubel is in net for Stuttgart. If you watch my stream last weekend, the Bayern and Holstein Kiel game, we had Wiener in net. This week we have Nubel. So I don't think we can make any jokes about that. That was fun last week. Making jokes about... We had so many Wiener jokes last weekend. Look at this. Dortmund have scored 8 goals in their last 5 matches, haven't kept a clean sheet in 12 matches. Brandt has created the most big chances for Borussia Dortmund in 9. Stuttgart have scored 6 goals in the last 5 matches. Stuttgart haven't lost to Borussia Dortmund in their last 5 meetings, 4 wins, 1 draw. And Angelo Stiller has created the most big chances for Stuttgart at 9. Another corner here. Cleared away by Garassi. Not far, though. Oh, it's terrible defending. Here's Stiller. Stuttgart. Oh, Undaff shot goes over the bar. He might have been offsides anyways. That was terrible defending. I think that was Anton. That was terrible. Yeah, offsides though, but still. Terrible. Terrible. There we go. And I have my notes on my trusty iPad here. I have my notes, so we'll go through the notes. Oh, that's last week's game. Here we go. Let's do standings before all the goals start pouring in the Bundesliga. Because goals pour in like crazy in the Bundesliga. If you know, you know. Right, let me zoom in on this so we all can see the table at home. Excuse my NPR voice as well. If you know, you know. Gotta keep my voice. I have morning voice, so I can't really talk too loud. And I'm doing a watch-along tonight as well, so we gotta protect the voice. So yeah, Bayern Munich won yesterday. They beat Werder Bremen 3-0 yesterday, so they're currently in first with 54 points. Leverkusen second with 46. Frankfurt 38. And you see Stuttgart here 33. So this is a big game for Stuttgart. And these are live standings, of course. So they started the day with 32 points. But since our game was 0-0, it's pretending like, you know, we're a draw. Each team gets a point. Hence 33 points. So a win here, they would end up with 35 points, which would give them a nice gap between them and Leipzig if Leipzig didn't win today. But yeah, it's going to be tight for that fourth spot because you could argue Borussia Dortmund, they're chasing this spot as well. They currently have 30 points. A win would put them up to 32, which would only be a point back, potentially, of Champions League. So as bad as it has been for Borussia Dortmund this season, they still have a very good shot at making Champions League. Like, it's still not a lost season for them, even though it looks really bad. 8-6-7 record, 30 points. Only scored 36 goals this season. There's Adeyemi, puts in a cross, and it gets headed away. It should be a corner, ref. It will be. First corner of the day for Borussia Dortmund. I wish I had Adeyemi's hair. That'd be really nice if I could grow my hair out like that. See, if I had hair like that, how do you wear hats if you have a hair like that? I don't think it would work. But yeah, this is a big game. I think more importantly for Dortmund than anyone else. If Dortmund lose, that gap for Champions League becomes really big. Shot blocked. Anton. Oh, sweating to miss. Another shot goes wide by Benzemaini. Oh my goodness. Good lucks there for Dortmund. Yeah, Stuttgart very shaky defensively off this corner. That was Sabitzer with the swing and a miss. But I know who I feel bad for. Like, look, I'm a Dortmund fan, but I'm obviously not like a super diehard Dortmund fan. Like, I'd say I lean more towards casual than like diehard fan. Obviously, I want them to win every time they play. But, like, I feel really bad for the diehards. This team has been through it the past couple seasons. I mean, I just think back to that game against Mainz. Was it last? No, it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago now. Devastating. We did a watch-along for it on the channel. Final day of the Bundesliga. All Dortmund had to do was beat Mainz. And they couldn't get it done. They got a draw. Jamal Musiala scored the big goal for Bayern against Köln. They ended up winning the Bundesliga. Unbelievable. That was kind of the end for Edin Terzic, who I loved. I love Edin as a coach. We can talk more about the new coach as well, but I don't know. I was a really big fan of Eden, so I'm very sad to see him go. Nuri Jahim was a disaster. Just did not work at all. Adiemi, that be a corner? Yes, it will be. Good job by Adiemi. Kind of looking more at the Bundesliga table. Here's your relegation battle. You got Bochum, Holstein Kiel, Heidenheim, and then I guess I'll chuck in Hoffenheim as well. They're kind of battling for relegation or to stay up in the Bundesliga. Good for St. Pauli. They're new this year to the Bundesliga. Good to see them doing somewhat well. Here's a corner. Here's Ryerson. Anton's cross, that deep back post run there, and headed away for a goal kick. Yeah, good job for St. Pauli, but Heidenheim, Holstein Kiel, and Bochum. If you don't know how the Bundesliga works, if you are new, bottom two get relegated, and then this team, 16th place, they play the third place team in Bundesliga 2 in a relegation playoff, and I'm pretty sure it's just a one-legged game, one and done game. It used to be a two-legged series. I'm pretty sure they changed it. Someone can let me know if I'm incorrect on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how they do it now. And of course, sixth place gets a conference league. What's the conference league, you might ask? You don't want to be in it. I tell you that. You don't want to be in the conference league. No one wants to be in the conference league. If you're a small club, conference league is everything. If you're a big club, you don't want to be in it. So I don't really watch conference league football. If anybody watches conference league football at home and you're like a conference league fanatic, let me know in the live chat, because I don't know. You're a legend then if you're a conference league fanatic, because I cannot watch conference league. I don't even watch Europa League, to be quite honest with you. The only... Ooh. Stuttgart here pressuring. Cross comes in, cleared away. The only Europa League games I watch is Manchester United. Because I do like Manchester United, and that's about it. I can't watch any of the other crap that's in the Europa League. Fifth place gets you Europa League, and then obviously top four gets you Champions League. So if you're new to the format, that's how it works. There we go, back to full screen. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. No, it's even worse, everybody. So I worked all day yesterday, right? I had hockey at like 9 o'clock last night. So I was up till like 2 a.m. last night, 3 a.m. So I'm on like 4 hours of sleep, so you gotta bear with me today. I need this game to pick up more, to feed me more energy. So far, it's been a bit of a snooze fest. If they're not careful, I might fall asleep. Whoa. Yellow card. Early yellow card here. But yeah, feel free to describe, everybody. Bottom right hand corner, we're on the road to 240, which is incredible because we weren't even close to 240 last week. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You're such a legend, especially early morning if you live in America. Very grateful for everything. We do watch-alongs for the Bundesliga once a week on Saturdays on the channel. We also have my, as I mentioned, Borussia Dortmund series on EAFC 25. I'm not a FIFA player in the slightest. It's more so just for shits and giggles. We are on legend. I ramped it up to legendary difficulty, and actually, I've impressed myself. It hasn't been terrible. It has not been terrible. But yeah, if you go to my YouTube homepage, Borussia Dortmund season mode, you see it right here. You can click right into it. We've been playing all these games. Oh no! Stuttgart score! Right when I'm trying to show me playing FIFA, Stuttgart score. Oh, it's no goal. He's offsides. Yes. Offsides. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Kovac knew the whole time. He knew the whole time it was offsides. Let's go. What's going on with the steam? Is it that cold in Dortmund? What's going on? I suppose I haven't really looked at the weather in Dortmund. But yes, back to this. That's me playing FIFA. So feel free to check it out after the stream if you want. 4 episodes have been released. We do about a game an episode just to keep it more shorter and concise. So yeah, I don't do those live. I just film those when I can and upload them on YouTube. So that for you Bundesliga fans out there, there's some Bundesliga content. If you check out other stuff on my channel, we do reaction videos. I have my Grant Hakim show where I talk about hockey because I'm a big hockey fan. Grant Reacts, Hogwarts Legacy, Grant Goalie, GTA 5. I highly recommend. If you haven't checked out my GTA 5 story mode, have to. Epic series. We did that about a year ago. It's probably one of the most fun I've ever had on YouTube making content. Like it was a treat. It was a treat. We did the whole story mode, and can't wait for GTA 6. That's gonna be electric, whenever that comes out. I don't know when that's gonna come out though. Someone should let me know in the live chat if you know when that's gonna come out. It should come out somewhat soon, I would think. Liam says hi. What's up, Liam? Hope we're doing well. Let's take a look at the poll, actually. We have votes coming in. Who do we think will win? Dortmund, Stuttgart, or a draw? Because that is possible in Europe. They have draws. Dortmund, 50% of you said Dortmund. 33 said Stuttgart. And 17 said draw. Usually no one picks draw, so good on you guys. I like it. No one, literally, I don't think many people have ever said draw before. I think, yeah, I said 2-1 Dortmund, didn't I? I'll stick to it. It's going to be low scoring. This game just has the vibe of like both teams are going to be defensive. And honestly, the problem with Dortmund for me this season is that they're not lethal on their attack. They don't have any like game breakers on their attack like they used to. Like there's no like Erling Haaland type striker. Obviously Adeyemi's good and Grassi's good, but there's no like Malen was like that for Dortmund as well. They don't have like a prime goal scorer on this team. And so in the final third, it just feels like they don't really capitalize on their chances. Only 36 goals scored for Dortmund this season. Let me just confirm that. Yep, 36 goals for, which is not a lot. Compare that to Bayern Munich. 65 goals for Bayern Munich. And if, obviously Dortmund are not Bayern Munich, but they should be. I mean, they're the second biggest club in the Bundesliga. They're like the little brother, always have been the little brother to Bayern. But I mean, Leverkusen, 49 goals. Frankfurt, 45. Stuttgart, only one more, 37. Wolfsburg have more at 43. So offense hasn't been great. Defensively, have been 34 goals against. Nothing crazy there. But here they come again. Easy save for Nubel. Easy one there. Crap shot as well. That was a crap shot by Gittins. But it's a shot on net. It's a shot on net. But yeah, this Dortmund team, they remind me a lot of Seattle Sounders. They're my favorite team from MLS. Seattle Sounders, kind of the same thing. Where like they're very good defensively, have a great goaltender, don't have a striker. Their ability to finish in the final third isn't there. They win games by clogging up the middle, team defense, and then they might get a garbage time goal when they can, right? That's how they win games. But it's gonna be a tight game. You can't underestimate Stuttgart. But yeah, I have my notes here. Let's talk about Stuttgart more because I love learning about teams that we normally don't watch. So yeah, we'll talk about Stuttgart first. I have lots of notes on Stuttgart. Also, in the second half, we will do Learn German with Grant. I forgot to do that last week, but we will do our usual segment of Learn German with Grant where we'll pick a phrase or something to learn in German together. So class will be in session in about 1 hour from now. So make sure you get your notebooks and pens and papers, and we're going to learn some German together in the second half. For sure. Steen says, Dortmund win. I hope so, Steen. That was my prediction. I said 2-1 Dortmund today. It has to happen. You're at home at the Signal Iduna Park. The last time these teams played, Stuttgart smashed Dortmund 5-1, I believe, in Stuttgart. So looking for a bit of a bounce back performance for Borussia Dortmund against Stuttgart. And they should win. New coach. Whenever there's a new coach brought into a team, new energy. Here's Adeyemi. Oh, he just shot it. Shots for a handball not happening. I think it'll be a foul on Dortmund. But Adeyemi, he had a clear shot on net. I thought he should have shot it. But yeah, that's Adeyemi's strength when he takes players on direct like that, because he's just so fast like the Roadrunner. Yeah, that was interesting. He had a clear shot on net on Newbell, and he decided to pass. And it's like, take the shot. But yeah, it has to be Dortmund today. New coach, whoever getting new coach, new energy. The new coach bump, as they say. They get lots of wins whenever you bring in a new coach. So that's what I'm expecting. But Borussia Dortmund have disappointed me so many times in the past, like 2 or 3 years. So I don't know. For whatever reason, I feel like Borussia Dortmund, they show up for like Champions League games. They don't show up for Bundesliga games. That's kind of what this team has been the past couple seasons. So hopefully Nico Kovac can change that culture of like you have to put an effort in the Bundesliga, not just Champions League. And we can talk more about Champions League as well. We have the draw, or I guess the matchups are. We already know the matchups for the knockout rounds or whatever it's called. I don't even honestly. The new Champions League format still confuses me. It does not make any sense to me at all. Someone at home, if you know it better than me, please chuck it in the live chat of how it works. It doesn't make any sense to me. We could take a look at that as well. Here's Gittins. Shots! See, I like Gittins. He's putting balls on net. We need more of that. He's taking shots from all over the place. That's what Adeyemi needs to do. The shot was going wide, but still. That's what Adeyemi needs to do more of. Take guys on one-on-one like that. Use his speed to his advantage. Get balls on net. Walst on the corner. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. In-swinger coming in. Punched away by Newbell. And look out for Stuttgart on the counter. Chris Fruig. Maybe a throw-in for Stuttgart. Yeah, Emre Can's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card already. Definitely not a yellow. That should be a throw-in for Stuttgart. But yeah, what do you think, Steen? If you're still here, who's going to win? Let me know at home who you think is going to win this game. Any predictions? Oh, Adeyemi goes down. That's got to be a yellow. Dirty. Dirty little shit. Give him a yellow. How is that not a yellow, ref? How is that not a yellow? Emre Can got a yellow. That's disgusting. Look at this challenge. Yes, he gets the ball, but he takes out Adeyemi's legs. That's just reckless. I'm sorry, if the Emre Can got a yellow for what he did before, how is that not a yellow? Well, it is a foul anyways. Free kick for Dortmund. Stuttgart get away with one there. Who's the ref? Who is the ref? Any names? Who is this ref? Cross comes in. Falls for Brandt. Gittins. Emre Can gets bodied. It will be a foul. That was a hard challenge on Emre Can. And he's down on the ground. Steen says 2-0 for Dortmund. It hasn't started well for Dortmund, but they're starting to get back more into this game, so it's looking a lot better. They're getting the crowd into it as well. Yeah, I kind of got elbowed in the ribs, Emre Can. But it's better from Dortmund. This is what we want to see out of Borussia Dortmund. Look at Niko Kovac. She's like... Niko Kovac should do a side hustle as a mime. That's fantastic. Look at the big wall in Dortmund. Definitely a bucket list item for me to see a game at Dortmund. Hopefully one day. The one day that we do make it to Germany, everybody, we will... I don't know if I'll be able to do a live stream from the Signal Iduna Park, but we'll definitely vlog it. That'd be fun. We got Julian Brandt on a free kick. I also want to see Bayern play in person. That'd be fun. Because I do like Bayern as well. Do not come at me in the live chat for that. I have reasons why, but I do like Bayern as well. They have players that like sue me. Here's Brandt over the bar. It's good. 3 points for Dortmund. It's good. Super Bowl weekend, everybody. Anybody watch the Super Bowl? I'm not sure where you guys are tuning in from. If you're American, if you're German. What else is next to Germany? Like Netherlands, Amsterdam. It could be from England, anywhere around the world. I'm not a big football, like American football fan. I've never been. I watched the Super Bowl, but I don't care. We got Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles. I could care less, to be quite honest with you, but I'll watch it. I don't know who to root for. I really don't. Doesn't matter. Wurst. That's a good name. Here's Wurst. Trying to find Adeyemi in the box. And it will be another corner. So we're seeing Dortmund grow into this game more. I hope Adeyemi gets a goal. Here we go. Cross comes in. Headed away by Stuttgart. Adeyemi keeps it alive. Emre Can's going to grab it. And he'll play it back. This team is missing Zula. It sucks that Zula's out. He is such a big guy for Dortmund. Center back. We definitely miss Zula. But yeah, let's talk about Stuttgart more. I have some notes on Stuttgart. A team that I don't know much about, but we got to start learning more about Stuttgart because they are forced to be reckoned with in the Bundesliga. Used to be a team that basically would just fight to stay in the Bundesliga. Now this team looks like they're qualifying for Champions League every year. It's quite the turnaround. So Stuttgart this season, as I mentioned before, are 9, 5, and 6 with 32 points. They're in 5th place before all the games kicked off. Now they're probably like, what are they now? They're in fourth right now because of the draw here. Head coach Sebastian Honeb. Is that how you say it? Honeb? Please let me know at home how to pronounce that name. I don't know how to say it because the last letter in his name is like that weird B thing in German. I don't know what that's called. If there are any German professionals out there, let me know. Oh man, Benzabaini just getting wrecked here. That was a bad... He got stepped on his foot, and then he got hip checked off the pitch, basically. So he gets stepped on here, and then he gets body slammed into the ground. He's looking at his hand. He's really in lots of pain, Benzabaini. Yeah, did he fall on his hand or what happened? Yeah, I think he fell on his wrist and it landed like awkwardly on his wrist. So maybe that's why. Really awkward. He might have broke his wrist here. Well, it's getting attention on the sidelines here. So Dortmund are be down to 10 men. But Niko Kovac might have to go to the bench here for Dortmund in the 35th minute. Oh, he's up and jogging around, so he should be fine. Let's see if Stuttgart can capitalize here. Like I said, Dortmund still have 10 men. I think Benzabani's back. He's back, so we're back to 11. And it'll be a throw-in. So yeah, top scorer for Stuttgart, Ermin Demirovic, with 8 goals. Angelo Stiller, 4 assists, leads the team. And then Maximilian Mittelstadt, 7.41 average FOTMOB rating, which is the best on the team. So shout out Mittelstadt. Oh, piss off, ref. Adiemi with the foul. I think that was soft. That's soft. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I sound Canadian, eh? I'm sorry. I don't think that is a foul on Adiemi. Suspect referee in this game. Like I said before, 37 goals for Stuttgart, 30 goals against for a +7 goal differential, 1 point away from top 4. Well, they're in top 4 right now because of the draw. They have lost their previous 2 matches, 2-0 away to Mainz, and then lost last weekend to Borussia Mönchengladbach at home last weekend. So looking to really get back on the horse, Stuttgart are. But it's been a very even game. Cross comes in by Gittins. Cleared away by Stuttgart. But yeah, it's just like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this game ends scoreless. Oh no! What a bad pass! Here comes Stuttgart! Oh! Dribbles past Kobel, but can't get past Emre Can. And look at him, he stares at the big wall in Dortmund and does a couple fist pumps to get them jacked. I've never seen that before in my life. Unbelievable. That was a crap pass. I don't know who passed it. Passed it right to a Stuttgart player. He had a breakaway. Dribbled past Kobel. Somehow Emre Can. Adiemi! Saved by Nubel. Wow, the game is picking up now. This is what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to see. Adiemi with the deflection. Nubel reads that well. Is that Anton? And what's he do? What's he doing, Anton? What a prat. What a prime Pratt. And who's the bigger Pratt, Anton or that Stuttgart striker? Who's the bigger Pratt? Let me know at home. Crap pass, crap giveaway. That guy for Stuttgart has to score there. He had one-on-one on Kobel, tried to dribble past him, and Emre Can, like Superman, flies right in, psh, and takes away the goal. That's terrible. It should be 1-0 Stuttgart. That is terrible. Especially on the road, too. You got to score that for Stuttgart. What a sequence of events, and Adeyemi almost scored. Unbelievable. Yeah, who's the bigger Pratt? Anton or the Stuttgart striker? I don't know. I think they're both equally Pratts. That was... You know what that was? That's a play you would see in MLS. Like, that's an MLS play. Where, like, crap giveaway by your center back, breakaway for the striker for the other team, and then they can't score. That's so MLS. Free kick for Stuttgart. Gittins is like, what the hell, man? Yeah, that's a foul. Yeah, it's like he was wearing a Stuttgart jersey, Anton. And then Emre Can to the rescue. So Emre Can makes he literally makes the tackle to get the ball back, passes up the field, turns around, and starts like doing this to the fans. Focus on the game, Emre. Mittelstadt, look out for him. It'll be a corner for Stuttgart. I like that name, Mittelstadt. We have a couple Mittelstadts who are in the National Hockey League if you're a hockey fan. Mittelstadt. We're almost at halftime. This half has flown by. They go short, Stuttgart. Still stumbles here, but he's good. Mittelstadt whips it across. Here's Leveling at the edge of the box. Whips it across. Yeah, honestly, both teams, besides those little flurry of chances, this is what we've seen, right? It's basically been a corner festival. Everybody gets a corner. They whip in crosses, gets cleared away. They might recycle the ball, whip in another cross, cleared away. No one's had like a super clear-cut chance besides that Stuttgart player who should have scored on that mini breakaway but didn't. And then Adeyemi had a good look. But other than that, it's basically been corners. Corners. That's the name of this half. Here's Brandt on the left wing. Gittins. He's been active today, Gittins. Oh my goodness. He's in the box. And a shot. Garassi's pissed. He's like, what are you doing, man? Yeah, Garassi's like, put it over, whipping across Gittins, but I don't know what he was doing. He kind of got caught in two minds there, Gittins, but what else? What else can we talk about with Stuttgart? They beat Augsburg 1-0 in the DFB Pokal quarterfinals. They advanced to the semifinals for the second time in 3 seasons. So go Stuttgart in the DFB Pokal. Leverkusen won an epic game. They won an epic game on Wednesday. I forgot who they played, though. Köln. They played Köln. It went to extra time. And Leverkusen got the win. Victor Boniface with the game winner in the 98th minute for Leverkusen. So they advanced to DFB Pokal semifinals. And then you have Arminia, Werder Bremen, and Leipzig and Wolfsburg are the other 2 games. And then we'll see what the matchups will be. Nerlan says Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund. And I assume that means go Dortmund. Go Dortmund, go. Yeah, hopefully we can get the win here. It's been a bit of a tight affair tonight. Very close affair. Not that we're having an affair, which I never condone. If you are having an affair, good for you that you can get away with it, I guess. I'm sure you're having fun. But it always comes back to bite you, I feel like, if you have an affair. So I don't recommend it. Don't have an affair. But it's a tight affair here at the Signal Iduna Park. I think for the football purists, it's been a good first half. For the casual fans, it's been a bit of a letdown. And why has it been a letdown? Why has it been a letdown? I found a very niche stat on this game. Dortmund and Stuttgart, if you look over the span of the history of this matchup, of this rivalry, not really, but you know what I mean, between Stuttgart and Borussia Dortmund, this matchup, it has produced the most goals in Bundesliga history. Think about that. 370 goals all time in this fixture, Dortmund and Stuttgart. I mean, think, last time they played was back in September, I believe, or November. September or November. It was in the fall. Stuttgart smashed Dortmund 5-1. And we're not seeing that today. Wyerson's mad. Well, it'll be a throw-in. But we're seeing it. It's been a defensive battle today, unlike that game in September. But yeah, the most goals in Bundesliga history, 370 this fixture. And then for Stuttgart, they've won 2 of their previous 4 away league games against Borussia Dortmund. Won 1-0 last season at the Signal Iduna Park. So who knows, we might see that again today. Whenever these teams play at the Signal Iduna Park, I guess it's low scoring. So, but Dortmund, if I'm Borussia Dortmund though, this is a must-win. A team that you're chasing. Here's Guirassy. Flag stays down. Adeyemi, and that shot goes... Oh, Adeyemi, that goes way wide. I mean, I think Stevie Wonder would have done better. That's terrible. Was he off? He was. I think it was a shoulder offside. Guirassy. 1 minute added on here. What do we think? What are your thoughts at home, everybody, of this first half? Pretty boring besides the giveaway by Anton. And then who's 26 for Stuttgart? The guy, Undav. You're a Pratt, Undav. Undav the Pratt couldn't finish for Stuttgart on that breakaway. Here's Gittins. Maybe a last chance for Dortmund in this half. Trying to find Adeyemi. Here's Guirassy. Good block by Leveling for Stuttgart. Oh, the referee blows up right when Stuttgart were on the counter. We're not happy about it, but that is how the first half ends. XG 0.59 for Dortmund, 0.005 for Stuttgart. Oh, that's a very low XG. I don't think I've seen an XG that low before. Fatmob says 0.79 for Dortmund and then 0.05 for Stuttgart. But honestly, the XG, Dortmund lead in XG, but I think Stuttgart probably had the best chance. Undav just couldn't get a shot off on that breakaway. That was his problem. Total shots, 7 for Borussia Dortmund, 1 for Stuttgart, 3 shots on target for Dortmund, none for Stuttgart, but the shots on target for Dortmund, besides the Adeyemi chance, have been terrible. They've basically been slow rollers to Nobel, and they've been easy saves. Each team has had a big chance. Possession 67% for Dortmund, 33 for Stuttgart. Corners, like I said, it's been a big corner fest. 4-3. I can show you this actually. I'm looking at FOTMob right now. 4-3 corners. Let's take a look at the other games in the Bundesliga, shall we? Since we are at halftime. We can all see this, right? It's working. Perfect. Our game is scoreless. As I mentioned before, Bayern, the Friday night Bundesliga game, which is always electric. Bayern won 3-0 over Werder Bremen. No surprise there. It looks like Bayern are going to win the title this season. I don't think Leverkusen are going to catch them. I think Bayern have returned to form, returned to their status of winning in the Bundesliga at least. Hopefully they can do something in Champions League. They got a pretty good draw in Champions League, been playing Celtic. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. Is the curse of Harry Kane real? Is Harry Kane cursed? And I'd love to know who you think is going to win the Bundesliga at home, so let me know. But my guess is Bayern. Dortmund's our game 0-0. Union Berlin 1-0 lead over Hoffenheim. Who scored the goal? Well, tell me who scored the goal. Hollerbach. There ain't no Hollerbach, girl. Ain't no Hollerbach, girl. Do 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 do. I don't know the words, but I know this part. There ain't no Hollerbach, girl. Ain't no Hollerbach, girl. Gets the goal for Union Berlin. Shout out Gwen Stefani. Freiburg 1-0 over FC Heidenheim. Who scored? Grifo with the goal for Freiburg. Good goal. Leverkusen and Wolfsburg 0-0 at halftime. A lot of these games are low scoring. Usually Bundesliga, very high scoring league. I think when you look at all the leagues in Europe, Bundesliga has the most goals. But today, goal drought. Mainz and Augsburg scoreless as well. Yeah, big matchups. Wolfsburg, Leverkusen. Leverkusen have to win that game to keep pace with Bayern. That's a big one for them. Because the gap right now. And, of course, later today, Frankfurt, Mönchengladbach. That should be a good one. Big one for Frankfurt. They're trying to make Champions League. Holstein Kiel, Bochum. That's a big game for the relegation battle. Must win for Bochum. Because they're dead last. St. Pauli, Leipzig as well tomorrow. The table as it stands at halftime. Leverkusen in second. So the gap between them is 10 would be 56. Minus 2 is 8. So the gap is 8 right now. A win would bring that gap to 6. And then you have to hope that Bayern lose or that Leverkusen beat Bayern. I think they play actually next weekend. So next weekend we will do that game. Of course, we have to. Biggest game of the season. Leverkusen and Bayern next Saturday morning. Well, it's later. It's 10:30 my time, so I get to sleep in. Let's go. Let's go. We get to sleep in. We love that. Love that. 10:30 start time next Saturday. So we will be live for that game. So come join me next weekend. That is a big game. Castralis has got to cross more to Grassi. I agree. I feel like Gittins had a good opportunity towards the end of that. Excuse me. He had a good opportunity towards the end of that first half to cross it to Grassi, and he didn't. So Grassi really hasn't seen the ball that much. Adeyemi's got to do the same on that right side. He's got to cross it more to Gittins. Or honestly, Adeyemi needs to take players on more. I think that's when he's at his best. He takes on guys one-on-one, uses his speed. I wish he was more aggressive, too, and just taking shots as well. We can stop the clock as well. Do that. But yeah, we will be live next week. Next Saturday for Leverkusen and Bayern. That's going to be a big, big one. Must win for Leverkusen if they want to win the Bundesliga again. Because wouldn't we all like that if Leverkusen won? Frankfurt 38 points, Stuttgart 33. A draw in this game. If Dortmund draw this game, it's not the end of the world. They just don't want to lose it, basically. Just don't lose this game. Leipzig are drawing as well. Freiburg drawing as well. Mainz has been the biggest shock to me. Look at Mainz. 32 points. I mean, they're in a fight for Champions League, Mainz. Who would have thought that? Mainz, of all teams. Wolfsburg as well, having a good season. You could take Gladbach in as well. Werder Bremen are in it as well. Augsburg, I wouldn't say they're close to top 4 or top 5. Maybe Conference League, they're in the race. And then relegation battle. That's your standings in the Bundesliga. Yeah, Adeyemi needs to cross more. Yeah, I agree, Khosrowli. I agree. Use his speed, Adeyemi. Meep. I call him the Roadrunner for a reason. He's so fast. He's so quick. Well, right. Let's take about, I don't know, less than 10 minutes. We'll probably like a 5-6 minute break. I got to use the restroom and fill my water bottle up. So we'll be back in about 5 or so minutes for the start of the second half. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I apologize for my appearance and my voice. It is early morning. I woke up 30 minutes before the stream started. That's just how it works. Early morning for me in America. So I'm sure wherever you are in the world, it's probably like later in the day. But it's early morning for me. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I love doing these Bundesliga streams, getting more exposure to Americans, to the Bundesliga, to the great league of the Bundesliga. I love doing it, so thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new, feel free to subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, on the road to 240 on the channel, which is amazing. Tell your friends and family about the channel. We'll do Bundesliga watch-alongs every Saturday on this channel. So subscribe. Tell your friends and family to hop on if they got nothing better to do on this Saturday morning. No better way to start a weekend, in my opinion, than Bundesliga football. That's how you start a weekend, especially Super Bowl weekend as well. Big weekend in America, Super Bowl weekend. But yeah, follow me on the Twitter. Accurate Hakim is the Twitter. Accurate_Hakim is my Instagram and TikTok. Before I get merch, join the Discord or make a donation. All links in the video description. Right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so for the start of the second half. Do what you got to do. Get some snacks. Get the coffee. Get some drinks. Maybe don't drink alcohol this early, unless that's what you do. If you drink alcohol this early, though, I don't think that's smart. Especially right when you wake up. I don't think that's a smart decision. Drink water. I got a gallon, half gallon of water here. Drink water. I think there's a player named Drinkwater. Danny Drinkwater, I think is his name. I'm rambling on. We'll see you for the start of the second half, everybody.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. And I just can't look. It's killing me and taking control. Jealousy turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, joking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside. just can't look, it's killing me and taking control. Jealousy, turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just a price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside.
Hello, everybody. We're back for the second half. My goodness me. My goodness me. They were quick on that. Quick on the draw. They don't mess around in Germany. I just got back from filling my water bottle up. Let's get the clock going. We're going to have to try something new here. Because I don't think I've never started it when it's not been right on time. So we're going to see if this works. Start at... Oh my goodness. I don't want to start at 22. $59. We don't want that. Well, I figured out this clock. I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new, here's Adiemi! Oh, pulled it back for Gittins, and it's just too far of Gittins to do anything with it. Get stuffed for Dortmund. How did he not score there? Wow. Batter from Borussia Dortmund. Adiemi down the right wing. Oh, they were on the same page. They just were not on the same page. Let's see if I can start this at 2. No. Okay. Here we go. I got it back. Okay. We'll start it at 3. Okay, I'm going to pause it at 3:02. So when it says 30 or 48:02 on my screen, we'll start it there. Glad we figured that out. I was worried. I've never had to use that feature on this timer before. I was nervous there. Here comes Stuttgart. What a ball that is, but Kobel reads it well and smashes it down the park. Kyle Charlie says close. Yep, very close call. Well, halftime with fireworks. What a start that was. But yes, we put a poll in the chat of who you think is going to win. So let me know your voice. Your voice matters, as they say. Here we go. 48:01, 02. Oh, that's still off as well. Well, I can do seconds. I didn't know that. Makes it easier. There we go. Clock is back. That's perfectly synced with my stream. So if you want to sync the game up, use that clock. Perfect. Love it when technology works. Oh, what a play by Ryerson and Adiemi. Here is Adiemi. Shot goes just wide. It's almost like Adiemi hurt us, everybody. Did Adiemi listen to this broadcast? Listen to this live stream? We were saying, Adiemi, cross the ball in more. Take on defenders one-on-one. I want to see more shots on net. Adiemi, he's been unreal to start this second half. Look at the fans. They're just like, Adiemi, hit the net. That's what she was saying in the crowd. This game has opened up like crazy. Here's Furyk for Stuttgart. Leveling. Leaves it off. Shot. Oh, no. It's an own goal. Piss off. Piss off. What a joke. Of course, that's how they score. Stuttgart fans are loving that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a joke. What a joke. I mean, you can't blame the defender there. He made a good block, but that's just a tough break for Dortmund here. Honestly, if you had to sum up Borussia Dortmund's season in one play, that was the play. That's the play right there. That's Dortmund's season. Unbelievable. It was such a promising start for Dortmund as well. They came out guns a-blazing, Adeyemi, Roadrunner, all over the place. Almost had the lead there with Gittins, but couldn't get it to go. Ball down the other end. They whip in a hard, low-driven cross. Puck is in the back of the net. This isn't hockey, Grant. Ball's in the back of the net. And it was Anton. Well, he's had a bad game, Anton, hasn't he? He gave up the breakaway chance in the first half. Kyle says too many mistakes. Anton's been egregious. He's had way too many mistakes today. He's been absolutely atrocious. What's his FOTMOB rating? Shockingly, his FOTMOB rating... Yeah, look at it. It plummeted. 5.8 for Anton. Plummeted. Worst on the team. Worst on the pitch. Anton. That's disgusting by Anton. The crap giveaway. He basically passed it right to a Stuttgart player like he was playing for Stuttgart. And it's own goal. I'm not going to blame him for the own goal. That's just a tough break, but that's tough. Well, here's a free kick for Borussia Dortmund. Can they level this game up with Grobe? Up and across. Or Wost. That's how you say it? Grob? It says Grob, but you say Wost? Goodness me. Here's Gittins. Might be a corner. He'll be a throw-in. Will be a throw-in. I need to whack in a tweet here. We have a Stuttgart player down. Anton. Disgraceful. I also need to whack in a tweet for the stream. Let's do that as well. Here's the injury. I don't know what happened. Oh, he collided with Kobel. That's a brutal injury. Hopefully he's okay. The fans are whistling. Hopefully they... Well, they can't see the replay in the stadium, can they? That is a tough collision there. Yeah, literally, Kobel's diving, and he literally dove right into the chest of that Stuttgart player. So we'll see if, they gotta go to the bench, Stuttgart, here. He's grabbing his ribs. There we go, put in the tweet. I always use ChatGPT to write my tweets because I can't write tweets. Shout out ChatGPT. You got free advertisements on the channel. ChatGPT though is clutch for that kind of stuff. Like I just say, make me a tweet for this watchalong, and it does it. Gotta love AI. Who doesn't love AI? I feel like AI are gonna have There's gonna be like some AI live stream or something where it's just AI based, no human involved. Another Stuttgart player down. They're dropping like flies. I think we had a collision of boots there. But yeah, my prediction of 2-1 is still viable. Steen's prediction of 2-0 for Dortmund, unfortunately, in the mud there. Will be a goal kick for Stuttgart. What's going on? Furious. Is that it? Ryerson's furious. Emre Can is having a word with the ref. We have a yellow card coming. Ryerson is just doing this at the ref. Let's see. Descent. I think he's getting one for descent. He's saying dive. I can't read lips there. I don't want to say what he said, but talking about diving. But yeah, Dortmund for me, they just look like a team that's frustrated. They look like a team that they haven't figured out their identity yet. It's a team of individuals, Borussia Dortmund. That's all that it is. They're not a team. It's a team of individuals. Here's Ryerson. They whip it across, and it goes for a goal kick. Final third is lacking as well. They don't have any ideas. They just chuck a ball into the box and see what happens. Yellow Wall is doing their best to get into this game. You gotta applaud the effort by the Yellow Wall. I think the Yellow Wall should be man of the match for Borussia Dortmund. They've shown the most heart today in this game. If you're just tuning in, the difference in this game, I gotta update the scoreboard. The difference in this game is an own goal by Anton, who has had a bad game to say the least. He has not had a good game for Dortmund. Really bad game for Borussia Dortmund. The giveaway in the first half, that should have led to a goal, and then the own goal. We'll see. I'd love to see Gio Reyna on the bench, people. Like, who do you want to see coming to this game? I think seeing Gio Reyna would be nice. I can show you who they got on the bench. Bench, you have Bayer, so Bayer could come in. But here's Stuttgart. Stumbles. And here's Gittins. Gittins, I will say, I think he's been solid. He's been all over the place, though. You might have to worry about Ryerson. He's on a yellow. So I might have to take him out. Emre Can's on a yellow as well. So yeah, Giovanni Reyna. Zula's hurt. Duranville, Bayer are kind of your attacking threats that you could put on. I guess you'd put on Bayer at some point, but I don't know. They don't have like a lethal striker really. I mean, Guirassi's Guirassi, but they don't have a Harry Kane type person on this team or an Erling Haaland like they used to. They don't even Malen last year, a couple years ago, was pretty decent. They need a lethal game breaker striker like that again on this team if they want to win this league. So I will see. It's kind of a lost season for Borussia Dortmund, to be quite honest with you. The goal for them is just to get top four. Get top four for Dortmund, and then, reassess in the summer and get new players, basically. Adiemi's on yellow now. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, He clipped him a little bit, but honestly, Stiller in the first half should have gotten a yellow for the same thing. For the same thing, he should have gotten a yellow, but he didn't for whatever reason. Inconsistency for the ref, in my opinion. $30 minutes left in this one. Can Dortmund find a way back? I think they'll get a chance. They should get a chance. Bring on Gio Reyna. Get Gio on in like 10 minutes, in my opinion. Anything to talk about for Dortmund, really, besides Niko Kovac, his first game as head coach? I don't know. Does the team look any different under Niko Kovac, would you say, everybody? Do they look any different than Nuri Sahin? Effort looks a little bit better, I guess, but I don't know. They don't look that much different. Oh, what a play! What a play! Back post and Stuttgart they score. Oh my goodness me. 2-0 for Stuttgart. Wow, what a play. Backdoor. I can't even pronounce this guy's name. I can't even pronounce the dude's name who scored. Was he onside? What a disgrace. Yeah, good play by Stuttgart here. They haven't done this at all this game. They have not looked lethal or dangerous at all in the final third. They whip in one cross, back post, unmarked in the box, and they score. Chabot. Left foot on the volley as well. Kobel got his fingertips on it, but not enough. They're having a look here on VAR. They're having a look here. We'll see what happens. Oh, they're going to call it. It's a good goal. It's 2-0 for Stuttgart. And is that game over for Dortmund in this one? Disappointing. Sloppy defending by Dortmund. Well, if you're Dortmund now, you really gotta open up here. That's what she said. Really gotta open up here for Borussia Dortmund. Bring on Gio Reyna. Bring on Bayer. Take off Anton, for God's sakes. Terrible game for Anton. But as I mentioned, this is a massive game for Dortmund. They needed to win. There's still time, of course. We got about 27 minutes plus stoppage time. But if you look at the Bundesliga table now, the gap between Stuttgart and Borussia Dortmund now has grown to 6. So now Stuttgart, 35 points in 4th in Champions League. Big for Stuttgart. Dortmund now in 11th with 29. 6 points from top 4 for Dortmund. They started this game 4 points back from top 4. So moving in the wrong direction for Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, people at home, what do we think is going to happen for Borussia Dortmund at the end of the season? Are they going to make Champions League? I mean, if they play like this, they're not making Champions League, especially against Stuttgart. Oh, Owendav! Wow, what a play that was, and Kobel with the save. Yeah, Stuttgart just look confident now. They got their swagger now. They got their swagger. But if you can't beat the Stuttgarts for Dortmund, I don't see how you're going to make top 4. They lost 5-1 in the reverse fixture back in the fall. 2-0 down at home. It's going to be tough. But first game with the new coach, usually you get a new coach bump. They're not getting it today. I just don't think the players are that good, to be quite honest with you. You could put Jurgen Klopp with this team, and I don't think they would do anything. I just don't think the players are good enough. I think mentality as well. The players aren't good enough effort-wise. They don't seem to care about Bundesliga that much. It's mainly like, oh, Champions League. We'll wake up for Champions League. But Bundesliga, they just don't seem to care that much. We got a corner for Dortmund. Cross comes in. Headed over the bar, and it will be a goal kick. Yeah, no one on the far post. We're seeing a replay of the goal here. Chabot. Look at the fans. That's a good shot of Stuttgart. I can't be mad at Stuttgart fans. What a roller coaster it's been for them. I mean, they were playing some of the best football in quite a while. A team that went from relegation playoff to Champions League is quite a story, in my opinion. It's been a very good campaign for Stuttgart. Who was their coach again? I can't pronounce his name. Sebastian Honeb? Honeb? Again, his last name has that weird B thing, so I don't know what that's about. So yeah, I guess the only interesting statistic I have or note for Borussia Dortmund is since Nuri Shahim was sacked, Dortmund undefeated. Drew 2-2 to Werder Bremen, beat Shakhtar in the Champions League, and they beat Heidenheim last week 2-1. So they've went on a little undefeated run there. First loss since Shahim's gonna get sacked here. There's still time. I still have somewhat hope. You know, there's still time. We've seen crazier things happen in the Bundesliga, so don't rule anything out. Just look at the game last weekend between Bayern Munich and Holstein Kiel. Bayern Munich at home had a 4-0 lead over Holstein Kiel, and in the final 15 minutes, Kiel battled back to make that game 4-3. So anything can happen in the Bundesliga. Here's Ryerson. This looks better. Bad pass, but it works out. Here's Gittins. Shoot! Deflected, hit the bar, and it's out for a corner. Wow. Hit the bar. You gotta go low, 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 low. Isn't that a song? He hit the bar? He hit the dance floor, I think is the lyric. Off the goalkeeper's fingertips, Nubel's fingertips, hit the crossbar. Strong hands, says the announcer. Very strong hands. You know when you have strong hands, you need to have strong hands as a guy. I feel like most guys have strong hands. If you know, you know. I'm not. That was the dirty joke. Fahim says, "Shame, Dortmund. This is what you get when you take money off Israel Weapons Company." What's that all about, Fahim? I've never heard of that before. Tell me more, Fahim. I've never heard of that. Anything can happen in every big league, says Nick. Very true. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Is that a pentatonic song? Ooh, 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 ooh. That's Dortmund's song of the season. Anything can happen. We have a triple sub for Stuttgart. I'm assuming they're going to go into a defensive formation and really sit back here and defend. Because Dortmund should push. They hope they push. Why haven't we seen subs yet from Niko Kovac and Dortmund? Where are the subs? 70th minute and no subs. I don't understand that. Where are the subs? Here's Ryerson. Adeyemi. 20 minutes to go here in Dortmund. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you are new, subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, on the road to 240 on the channel. We do Bundesliga streams every week, every Saturday. Either Dortmund or Bayern. And if they don't play on a Saturday, we'll pick a different game. Here we go. Bayer's going to come in. Good. Who's coming off? Adeyemi's going off. What? Adeyemi. Shocking. So you lose your speed down the right wing. And I give credit to Adeyemi. I feel like in the first half he had a couple good looks. Didn't have a whole lot going on in the first half. At the start of the second half, Karim Adeyemi, electric, was down the right wing, got a shot on net, whipped into good crosses. They almost scored. If you remember, he almost set up Gittins for a tap-in backdoor, which would have made it 1-0 at the time. And what a goal that would have been if that play worked out. Would have changed the game. Unfortunately, we sit here 2-0. Own goal by Anton. And then... what's the dude's name that scored for Stuttgart? Here's Gittins. Good break for Dortmund. Here's Benzabaini for Brandt. Whips in a cross, and it's headed away by Stuttgart. I can't remember the guy's name. That's my memory. I have a really bad memory. Shabbat scored. There we go. Especially like early in the morning. Bad memory. Better from Dortmund. They have more pressure, but it's so slow. The build-up is just like slower than a donkey's corpse in the African safari. It's just like so lethargic and like there's no movement. Everybody's just standing around doing nothing, hand in their pants. Just there's no movement at all. It's just one touch, hold on to it for 5 seconds, pass it to the next guy, hold on for 5 seconds. Like we need a more snappy, bam, 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 ball over the top movement to break down Stuttgart, and because Stuttgart will let you do that all day. They'll happily let you just pass the ball around and do nothing. Getting shot gets blocked. Cleared only to Ryerson. So yeah, formation now. They're playing Garassi and Bayer. Are up top for Dortmund now. It looks like they're in a back three formation as well. 2 up top, back 3. Let's get you the subs though for Stuttgart. We should do that as well. Do our due diligence. 2 subs. So Joshua Vagnomen is on. Chris Furyk is off. Ermedian Dimitrovic is on, and Denis Undav is off. He's their striker. That came off for Stuttgart. Good cross here, and it's grabbed by Nubel. And then Bayer Adeyemi. I'm surprised Adeyemi is came off. You would think he's kind of the only player for me that provides any sort of like speed down the right wing. I guess Gittins provides that as well to some capacity, but I don't think he's as fast as Karim Adeyemi. So maybe he was tired. I don't know, but you lose that speed when you take off Adeyemi. They just don't have a lot of players like that. Like that's why I really like watching Bayern and why they're so good. Because they have speed. They have speedy guys down the wings. They have like left backs or left wing backs and Alphonso Davies. Which I'm really glad he's staying Alphonso Davies with Dortmund. I was worried he was going to leave Bayern, but I'm glad he's staying because I do love Fonzie. I'm a big Fonzie guy. That's why I like Bayern as well. I love Alfonso. I love Harry Kane. Love like Gnabry, Sane. I was a big fan of De Ligt, but he's on Manchester United now. Is that Garassi down? Fans want a foul. I didn't see anything wrong there. Let's take a look around the league because I'm hearing a lot of goals are happening. Second half woke up the Bundesliga. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did. Well, I guess a couple games. A couple games are still scoreless. So 2-0's our game. 3-0 Union Berlin over Hoffenheim. Freiburg 1-0 over Heidenheim. I think that's the same. Who scored? Lick got the goal for Union. And Lubicic got the goal for Union Berlin as well. Lubicic. I'm not going to say it. There's a joke to be had there. I'm not going to say it. I'm trying to keep this PG-13. It's a Saturday morning after all. I'm not going to go crazy. I feel like last week I went a little crazy with the wiener jokes. Bayer, it'll be a throw-in. Leverkusen game is still scoreless. I mean, honestly, Wolfsburg, not a bad result. If you're Bayern Munich, you're loving that result. That means the gap would be extended to 8. Would it be 8, right? Because normally it's 6. So I think it would be 8 with the draw. Massive for Wolfsburg. They'd really help out Bayern Munich there. Then it makes next week's game even more important for Leverkusen if they don't win this game today against Wolfsburg. They should win. Maybe they used all their energy in the DFB Pokal game during midweek. Here's Gittins in the box. Shot gets blocked. Zabitzer out wide. It's Ryerson. Zabitzer. Cross comes in. Nobody. So look at everyone just standing still. Everyone just in the box, hands on their dick, doing nothing. In the box, just no movement. It's just little flicks and passing. We'll whip in across every now and again. We're just hoping for a bounce. FC here for Borussia Dortmund. We're hoping for a bounce. FC is Borussia Dortmund today. Just nothing creative happening in the final third. It reminds me a lot of Seattle. If you watch MLS, the Seattle Sounders have the same issue. Where it's just they don't do anything in the final third sometimes. What's crazy is that Dortmund had like the longest like unbeaten streak at the Signal Iduna Park. And this season, it's been thrown out the window. And they look like a team that's just frustrated. They look like a very frustrated team. It looks like no one's having fun. Like it doesn't look fun to be in Dortmund right now, unless it's Champions League. I guess they show up for Champions League, and we could take a look at the draw as well for that Champions League. And we'll do a Learn German with Grant segment before this game's over. Champions League brackets. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, FOTMob has it. That might be hard to see though if it's on FOTMob. UEFA Gaming. What website is this? Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. It just showed me nothing. Is this a good enough picture? We can zoom in on it. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh yeah, we can all see this. Ryerson corner. Again, nothing. Hoping for a bounce FC. 10 minutes to go in this one. Down 2 here. Let's see if they do anything. Ryerson. Gittins. Gross. Cross comes in. And it'll be another corner. But yeah, this is your Champions League bracket here. It starts with a very spicy matchup. Oh, it's in! Julian Brandt gets it in. We're back, baby. We're back in the game. It's 2-1. Julian Brandt just random shot on net, and it somehow got by Nubel. Da-da-da. Ole Borussia Dortmund, ole Borussia Dortmund, ole Borussia Dortmund, they're the best team in Germany. I don't know how it went through. It went through every single person on the pitch, found side netting, and Julian Brandt resurrects Borussia Dortmund in this one. We're back. We're back in it. 2-1. Let's go. Signal Iduna Park's alive. I see Gio Reyna getting ready. He's going to come on here. Our American boy. Gio Reyna's going to come on here. Get the artillery out. Get the artillery out. The goal probability, 3% for Julian Brandt. Let's go. How are we feeling, chat? How are we feeling today? I'm back. I am back. I was going to have to riff on freaking Champions League bracket for 10 minutes to finish this game out, but no, says Julian Brandt. Very similar to Holstein Kiel last weekend. A couple goals and they were resurrected from the dead against Bayern. Didn't win. Nubel will clear it down here for Stuttgart. And this is really going to test Stuttgart's defense here. Dortmund are going to push. Let's see what they can do. I don't trust Stuttgart's defense, so I think there will be an opportunity to score for Dortmund. Definitely. Ryerson. Another corner for Dortmund. The fans are going apeshit at the Signal Iduna Park. It's crazy how one goal, one chance, one goal, it changes everything. Fans are into it. The energy's there. Unlike it was before. And it is a foul on Stuttgart. I was going to say, give him a yellow. Where's the yellow? Leveling. He's had a tremendous game, by the way, for Stuttgart. Leveling. He's been fantastic. We can talk about the Champions League stuff after the game. And learn German with Grant, I guess, after the game. This game's got juice now. Here we go, free kick for Dortmund. Is this the chance? 84th minute, cross comes in, back post, and no one's there. And it's going to be a goal kick. And Stuttgart will take their time. We got lots of subs, the triple change for Borussia Dortmund. Here come the artillery. Bring them in, the artillery. I love Julian Brandt, by the way. How great is Julian Brandt? So Svensson, his first taste of Bundesliga action, he's going to come on for Benzabaini. Giovanni Reyna is going to come on for Gross. And Duranville is going to come on for Gittins. Gittins, I thought he was pretty good today as well, Gittins. I thought he looked solid. Definitely, he was like an Adiemi type. Lots of movement, ran over the pitch, defended pretty well. Ryerson, man, he's a pissed off individual today. Look at that. takes a guy down. He's clapping. Kovac is clapping. Beautiful afternoon in Dortmund. Look at the blue sky. Another sub for Stuttgart. Well, this is gut check time for Borussia Dortmund. Does this team have any heart, any will to finish in the top 4 in Champions League? Do they have any sort of determination to do so? We're going to find out in the next 4+ minutes if this team has any heart. Because so far this season, I would say no. They've been very disappointing, and it just feels like they have this attitude of they just don't care this season. So we'll see it with new coach. We'll see if they have any heart and can get an equalizer here. It's just too stagnant for me. It's just... I'm obviously not a football expert. It's just too stagnant, the movement. It really is. Too slow as well. I mean, you watch the Bayern Munich games. It's like bam, bam, bam. They get the ball to Harry Kane or Serge Gnabry in 2 seconds from Sané or Davies or whatever, and then it's back in the net. It's bam, bam, bam. This is very slow and stagnant and methodical, and it's not lethal. It is gripping, the announcer said. It's a gripping game in Dortmund. That's what she said. Never heard that word used to describe a football game, but there you go. I mean, a throw in for Stuttgart. 2 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. What do we think, people? Do we have faith in Dortmund? I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. What a pass by Gio Reyna. And cleared away by Stuttgart. It'll be a throw in for Stuttgart. Good little ball there by Gio. So the problem with me is, like, I feel like Gio Reyna, his development, he's not starting for Dortmund at all. Like, he gets, like, what, 15 minutes a game, if that, and that's not good for development. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for Gio Reyna. He's a good player, but I just feel like he's not given the opportunities at Dortmund. I do feel like, though, there's going to be one chance. It feels like there's going to be something in this game. Did one of my lights turn on? What's going on? Oh, no. Weird. I feel like it got brighter in the room. I don't know why. I don't know about you, but where I am right now, I don't. You probably can't see. We have a massive, like, snowstorm going on where I am. Snow everywhere. I thought we were done with winter. Nope. Referee, Ryerson. It's a yellow for Stiller. Oh, Ryerson off. Ryerson's off. He's fuming at the ref. Wow. Oh, Ryerson, you prat. What a prat Ryerson is. He's been a little shit all day, Ryerson. He's got to control his temper more. Look at this nonsense. It's a foul. He's such a spaz. He's giving Stiller a yellow, but he like spazzes out like crazy. And then he gets a second yellow, so he's sent off. What a joke by Ryerson. I'm sorry. That's Borussia Dortmund. That's what pisses me off about this team. Is the players. That these players, I don't know what they're thinking. It's 2-1. You're in a game. You're trying to fight for Champions League, and you're gonna screw your team over like that by being a little shit and being a little spaz like that. What a dick! Look at him. He's still saying fuck off. Look at him. He's saying fuck off to the ref. Fuck you, Ryerson. Crap. That's the. If I was coach, I seriously would. I'd say get rid of this guy. We're selling him. Sell him today. I don't care. That's a joke. I'm sorry. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not being a good teammate. 6 minutes added on here. They're down to 10 men. It's a free kick at the halfway line, but talk about being a shit teammate, Ryerson. That really pisses me off. Terrible. You can't let your team down like that. Here's Duranville. Fans want a foul. Not getting it. Yeah, fans don't like it. I'm fine with it. He's been a spaz all game long, and you can't do that. If you're a spaz to the ref and keep yelling fuck off to the ref, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think? Of course you're going to get sent off. It's terrible. Now we have 4 minutes basically left in this game. 10 men. And I don't see Dortmund winning this game or coming back in this game at all. Here's Brandt. Zabitzer loses it. My God, Dortmund are all over the refs. It's a yellow on Duranville. That was a foul. I don't know what everyone's pissed off about in Dortmund. These are fouls. You can't do that. Unbelievable. Yeah, the energy in the building has completely shifted. Completely shifted. So we had Julian Brandt scored a massive goal to make this 2-1 in like what, 75th minute or so, around there. Energy in the build, it was electric. And this is what, you know, when you're the home team, it's all about channeling the energy. Because every time, especially at the Signal Iduna Park, it's such a historic place. The buzz before a game, I'm sure, is electric. Just like at Old Trafford. I saw Manchester United play at Old Trafford back in almost 10 years ago now, when I was in high school. I was like 9th grade, I think, when I saw them. There's so much buzz before a game. As the home team, it's your responsibility to channel that, right? Channel that energy, get the crowd into the game. They didn't really do that in the first half, but Julian Brandt gets the goal to make this game 2-1. The buzz was back. There was energy, life in the building. You could sense the second goal was potentially coming, right? And then Ryerson does that bullshit, gets sent off. Now the fans and the energy, we're back to like this piss off, whiny kind of vibe where every time our Dortmund player goes down, the fans are yelling for a foul. It's just everyone's yelling and angry now. It went from like energetic, let's go, you know, get the team going, to now everyone's pissed off again like it was in the first half. And so it's all about how you channel that energy for the home team. And Dortmund did not do that today well. And I think this is kind of a summary of the season for Borussia Dortmund in a way. They have moments where they look like a good team, but at the end of the day, this isn't a team. I don't see Borussia Dortmund as a team, as a cohesive unit. It just looks like a bunch of individuals out there. It looks like a team that's lost. It's a team that doesn't know their identity. A team that just doesn't know how to play as a cohesive unit. It didn't work under Nuri Hakim. It didn't work. It's not, I mean, it's just Kovac's first game, so I can't blame him, but he has a lot to work on with this Borussia Dortmund team. It's a team that's whiny. It's a team that, I don't know, they just don't seem to have a lot of resilience. At least in Bundesliga play. It's weird, like Bundesliga play, we get this, but in Champions League play, you get a whole different Dortmund. So as much as I bash Borussia Dortmund, in Champions League, they tend to show up more. which it says a lot about the players, I think, that they don't really want to play and show up for these games, which matter, obviously. Oh, here comes Stuttgart. What a play. Oh, shot goes wide. What a chance. He was offsides anyways, but that should have been 3. Oh, he was well off. I like how they let the play go on like that, though. I like that. Instead of blowing it dead right away. Well, we got about 15 seconds left. If Dortmund can nick a goal here, that'd be the biggest steal. That'd be steal of the century. That'd be like bank robber type heist right here. It's like GTA. That'd be like the heist where you rob the bank in GTA if Dortmund could somehow get a goal here. They do have a free kick. Free kick here. You got to get Kobel up as well. You might as well get Kobel up. Last kick of the game here. 97th minute. Dortmund need a goal to level matters. I don't see Kobel. So literally, of all the time I've spent bashing this team, they could completely change that if they get a goal here. Here's Brandt. There's no way, right? Right in front of the Dortmund wall here. Cross comes in. What the hell was that? Disgusting. Disgusting. That's terrible. Game gone. Game over. Another loss at home for Borussia Dortmund. What's new? 2-1 Stuttgart. They smash and grab Borussia Dortmund. They smash them back in the fall 5-1. They beat them here today 2-1. Own goal by Ryerson. Shabbat with a nice goal back post unmarked. Brandt with a sneaky little shot that got through everyone. We had Life in the 75th minute. And then Ryerson. Sorry, Anton on the own goal. I don't know what I said Ryerson for. Anton on the own goal. But Ryerson spazzes out, basically. Acts like a toddler when you take away their favorite toy. Acts like a toddler. Gets sent off. Puts Dortmund in a tough spot. Down a man. Down to 10 men. Trying to chase the game. And they lose this pivotal game for Borussia Dortmund if they want to get Champions League. And honestly, they might have to win Champions League if they want to get Champions League next year. It's not looking good. I can show you the final stats. Well, I mean, you see the stats on the right of me, but FotMob has like XG and all the fancy stuff. They did have more XG. It was probably the Julian Brandt chance. They say 0.35 for Stuttgart. I don't know what I think about that. They dominated in shots, 15-4. Shots on target, 5-2. A lot of those were easy saves for Nubel. Niko Kovac is having a word with the referee. My only gripe with the referee is inconsistent with the yellows. I feel like in the first half, Stiller should have gotten a yellow card at least. But other than that, in the second half, Dortmund did it to themselves. I'm not upset about the yellow cards in the second half. All those were yellow cards. It's just that, some of them maybe should have been yellows for Stuttgart in the first half. But I'm not mad at the refs. That's on the players. That's on the players. Piss poor performance for Borussia Dortmund. Big chances, 2 for Stuttgart, 1 for Dortmund. You can really get into analytics here if you're a stats nerd. I'm not going to read all of this, but there you go. Passes, defense, tackles 1, aerial duels 1. Aerial duels 1 is a big stat for me as well. I think it's kind of underrated stats. 10-8 for Stuttgart. Usually the team that wins this stat usually wins the game, I have found in previous experience watching football. Successful dribbles. I don't know what that means. Fans booing the refs. Fought Mob. Do we have a man of the match? Usually they have a man of the match for Fought Mob. I'm assuming it's going to be either a Shabbat or... It has to be Shabbat. Well, it looks like Mittelstadt's got an 8 as well. So Shabbat and Mittelstadt share man of the match, according to Fought Mob. Let's give it to Shabbat. My honorable mention, though, is... who is it? Leveling. Leveling for Stuttgart. Had a great game defensively. He was fantastic. And then Dortmund, man of the match for Dortmund. Or star of the game for Dortmund. We got to go Julian Brandt. And I'll chuck in Gittins as well. He had a solid game. Adeyemi, provided some offense down the right wing. But other than that, not a whole lot going for Borussia Dortmund. Let's take a look at the other games in the Bundesliga. All games are final as of right now. We have more games later on. Today, we have one more. So our game's 2-1. Union Berlin won 4-0 over Hoffenheim. Freiburg won 1-0 over Heidenheim. Leverkusen dropped points to Wolfsburg. Bayern Munich fans are rejoicing right now. What a result that is. The gap now, we'll take a look. I believe it's now 8 points between Bayern and Leverkusen. So that game next weekend is massive for Leverkusen, but we can talk more about that later. Mainz and Augsburg draw 0-0. Not a bad result for Mainz there. And then later today, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Eintracht Frankfurt play. I got Frankfurt in that one. I think Frankfurt will win. That should be a good game. And then tomorrow, Holstein Kiel and Bochum play. A bit of a relegation battle there. And then RB Leipzig and St. Pauli tomorrow as well. So we have some good games this weekend. Let's take a look at the table. And I said Bayern in first with 54, 46 for Leverkusen. So let's do the math together. 56 is 10, minus 2 is 8. I am correct. 8 points. See, I'm cognitive. I'm smart. Even though it's early morning, I am smart. 8-point gap now between first and second for Bayern Munich. So, I mean, even with the win next weekend, they're still going to be down 5 for Bayern. So that's a tough blow for Leverkusen to lose pace like that today, dropping points to Wolfsburg. Maybe they used all of their energy in the DFB Pokal. I don't know. But that's a tough result for Leverkusen nonetheless. Frankfurt play later today. I don't. Is it a must win? Sort of is. You got Stuttgart, Leipzig, Freiburg are hanging around chasing. So I don't know. Get points if you're if you're Frankfurt. Stuttgart with this win jump up to 35 points in a top 4 position. Leipzig. Did Leipzig play? They play Sunday, so if Leipzig win, they should beat St. Pauli. They would jump them for that spot with 36. But good win for Stuttgart. They're keeping pace in the top 4 race, and the likelihood of them getting top 4 is definitely there, or at least getting into Europa League for sure. I bet that's going to happen. Freiburg 33, Mainz 32 points in 7th, Wolfsburg 30 points in 8th, Gladbach 9th with 30, Werder Bremen 30 in 10th, Dortmund now 11th with 29 points. How far back are they now of Champions League? 6 points back now, Borussia Dortmund are of Champions League, which is ridiculous. Unbelievable. Someone can look in the history books for me. I've only been watching the Bundesliga since COVID. This has to be like one of the worst seasons for Borussia Dortmund. Absolutely terrible. It's kind of like Manchester United. They're having a really crap season in the Premier League. Mid-table, basically. And Dortmund, mid-table. Unbelievable. 8-5-8 record. That's disgusting. For a big club like this and all the resources they have. That is terrible. Augsburg in 12th with 27 points. Union Berlin 13th and 24. St. Pauli 14th with 21. Hoffenheim 15th place, 18 points. Heidenheim, relegation playoff zone, 16th place, 14 points. Holstein Kiel in the relegation zone, 17th place, 12 points. Bochum, 18th place with 10 points. That's your Bundesliga table. Bit of a shocking performance, to say the least, by Borussia Dortmund today. I'm very disappointed in them. I thought with Kovac behind the bench, they would get, a little coach bump. They'd want to show, their new coach that, hey, like, we're good. Show their coach something. Show their coach, look at the effort that we're going to put in this game. We didn't get it at all today from Borussia Dortmund. So, very frustrating. We'll see what the new coach is going to do here for Dortmund throughout the rest of the season. I guess the mission in Bundesliga, try and get top 4. Best case scenario, they get top 4. Worst case scenario, they miss it. Maybe they get into Europa League. Who knows? But really kind of a lost season for Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga. They're in Champions League, and I guess this leads me to our Champions League talk. We can go through the bracket, and we can do our predictions here. Let me know who you think's gonna advance. Let's do this quick. So this first game was a very spicy matchup here, as I mentioned before Julian Brandt scored. Very interesting matchup. We have Brest and PSG, and in my opinion, it has to be Brest. I love Brest. Who doesn't love Brest? They're so much fun. Not only to watch, but to do other things with. They usually have two big ones up top. Doesn't matter though. Sometimes they have 2 smaller ones up top, but usually they're 2 bigger ones up top. They're playing PSG, so they're gonna need to have a big performance. And Brest, they usually never disappoint, so they need a big performance against PSG to win that one. Club Brugge and Atalanta play. I don't know. I'll go Atalanta. I think they'll beat Club Brugge. This is a big time matchup. Man City and Real Madrid. That's tough, man. Man City have had a terrible Champions League performance. You got to go Real Madrid. They're the kings of Champions League. It's got to be Real Madrid. Has to be. You got Juventus, PSV. It's got to be Juventus. Monaco, Benfica. I'm going Benfica. Dortmund and Sporting CP. I mean, I'm tempted to go with Sporting. Dortmund are ass right now, but they're a different team in Champions League, so I don't know. Well, I'll go Dortmund. Celtic, Bayern. It's got to be Bayern. And keep in mind, these are 2-legged series, home and home. Feyenoord and Milan. It got to be Milan. Okay, what I don't understand, people, is what's going on with the... so if Brest will win, Brest will have to play Liverpool or Barcelona. How does that work? How does that get figured out? Like Atalanta, Liverpool or Aston Villa. Who figures that? I don't know how that works. So if you're watching this on the replay or live, chuck it in the live chat or comment section down below how this works. I'm clueless. I don't know how this works. The path for Borussia Dortmund, so if they beat Sporting, they have to play Aston Villa or Lille, which isn't that bad of a draw, to be quite honest with you. I mean, look at Monaco, Benfica, Barcelona, Liverpool, PSV or Juventus. They have to play Arsenal or Inter, Atletico Leverkusen. Man, that's a tough road. I got a feel for Real Madrid. Bayern, if they win. Oh yeah, look, Leverkusen, Atletico. What? Leverkusen, Atletico. Who figures that out? Do they play each other? I'm clueless. I don't know. But yeah, the path for Dortmund, it's not bad. If they play Villa, though, they'll get smashed off the park if they play Villa. If they play Lille, they might have a chance. Bayern, if they beat Celtic. If they play Leverkusen, I think they'd beat them. Atletico Madrid's a tough opponent. I think they'd rather draw up Leverkusen. But should be interesting. Those are my predictions. Let me know in the comment section down below or in the live chat your predictions as well for Champions League. And before we sign off, we have to do our Learn German with Grant. I've looked up funny German phrases to learn. So here's a funny German phrase, everybody. I'm going to zoom in on this so we can see it. Here we go. All right, everybody. Now it's time for... We need an official jingle. Now it's time for Learn German with Grant. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Bum. That was the Mario Kart song. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Bum, 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 bum. Learn German with Grant. Okay, here we go. Let's pull it up. Learn German with Grant. What phrase are we going to learn today in German? Alles hat ein Ende, nur die Wurst hat zwei. I think that's how you say it. The translation means everything has an end, only the sausage has two. Meaning all good things must come to an end except for sausage. Long live sausage. I like this. That's a very good life. Everything has an end, but the sausage has two. I guess sausage, I guess like a bratwurst has two ends, but I guess, if we're talking about a different sausage, it's one, right? Unless you cut it off, which would be very painful. I don't want to talk about that, but there you go. Learn German with Grant. Alles hat ein Ende, nur die Wurst hat zwei. Say that to your friends. Only the sausage has two ends. Everything must come to an end, but the sausage only has two ends. There we go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. What's our poll? Our final results of our poll: 50% Dortmund, 33% Stuttgart, 17% draw. Hey, I predicted 2-1. I said 2-1, but wrong team. Stuttgart won 2-1, fair and square. Congratulations to Stuttgart. Came into a tough environment, got 3 points. Very good for them. As I mentioned before, next week we will do the Bayern Munich and Leverkusen game. That's going to be like game of the season. So stay tuned for that one. That's next Saturday. What's the date? It'll be February 15th, right? Yes, February 15th. 10:30. So 10:30 my time. So it's 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be here or be square right here on the channel. Leverkusen and Bayern Munich live watch along right here on the channel for next weekend. Right, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Before we go, I'd like to plug something on my channel, if you allow me, if you would allow me. I guess it is my channel. My rules. Here we go. My channel homepage. Borussia Dortmund season mode. I record these when I can. I'll probably record some of these this weekend and drop them next week during the week. We basically just go through a Borussia Dortmund season mode, one game at a time. Sometimes you might get a surprise and I play 2 games on an episode, but we do 1 game at a time for the most part. And essentially, I'm trying to take this crap Dortmund team and see what I can do. See what we can do in Champions League. See what we can do in terms of qualifying for Champions League in the Bundesliga. And just kind of taking it 1 game at a time like that. I'm basically Nur Hakim in the game. Even though he got sacked in real life, Nur Hakim is still in the game for Dortmund. But yeah, it's been fun. So if you like Dortmund, if you like the Bundesliga content, if you like the soccer content, I can guide you to this while you're waiting for the streams on the weekends for Bundesliga. We have that series going on. The Grand Hakim Show. This is more about hockey. So if you like hockey like I do, check out the Grand Hakim Show. We talk New York Islanders. We talk other things going on in the National Hockey League. Just hockey stuff in general. Check that out if you're interested. Grant Reacts is where I react to different things. I've reacted to Coldplay songs and albums. Vampire Weekend. I've reacted to My Strange Addiction. I am currently working on reacting to the Ricky Gervais show, which I love Ricky Gervais, so stay tuned for that. Probably next month, I would say. That'll come out. Hogwarts Legacy. I started this in the fall, and we need to pick this one back up. I just need to find time to do this. This takes so damn long. They take very long to film. It's like 2-hour episodes, so Maybe we'll see on Monday. I might be able to have time to do this on Monday. I have Mondays off, so we shall see. But Hogwarts Legacy, if you're like Hogwarts, there you go. That's a fun game. Grant Goalie, I basically just show highlights of me playing. Check them out if you want. Grant Goalie Behind the Mask is the story behind my goalie mask. Check that video out as well. Very unique story about my mask if you're interested. Why does YouTube do this? They make this small window when I click out of a video. I don't like it. GTA 5 story mode, I mentioned this before. 21 episodes. Each one is a banger. Start from episode 1. You could binge it this weekend. Such an electric series this was. So much fun to do. There we are. I miss it. It was amazing. That's how long ago it was. That was back when I had a beard. Such a fun game to play. So you had nothing better to do this weekend. Watch the GTA 5 story mode. Binge it this weekend. It was so much fun to do. Grand Chill, that's more so for live events, not so much recording. Moksha Mindset is my health and wellness show. If you want to check it out, if you can. Episode 1 of that will drop next month at some point. Probably midweek. Middle of the month of March. Right? March? I think it was already March. Goodness me. AFC Richmond career mode. This was on FIFA 23. It's from a while ago. Watch that if you want. I took AFC Richmond, if you know Ted Lasso, from nothing to Champions League. I qualified them for Champions League, which is insane. So that's everything on the channel. So lots of content to binge this weekend if you got nothing better to do. And then, of course, we do watch-alongs on here once a week for Bundesliga. And then I do watch-alongs on the Hockey Podcast Network. And speaking of that, I will be live tonight on the Hockey Podcast Network for the Vancouver Canucks and Toronto Maple Leafs game. If you like hockey, you can catch me there. That game is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a bit of an early game for Vancouver, at least. It's a 4 o'clock start in Vancouver. So stay tuned for that if you want to catch me tonight. Hopefully I'll be more awake. I'll probably get a nap in before then. But yeah, double dose watch along today. Well, all right. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are legends. Thank you for subscribing if you are new. Feel free to do so. Bottom right-hand corner. Smash the like button if you enjoyed yourself. Click the bell icon to notify whenever I do go live on the channel as well. Also, follow me on Twitter. @Hakim is the handle. @_Hakim is the Instagram and TikTok. If you want to get merch, join the Discord or make a donation. All links are going to be in the video description. All of you guys are so legends. I'm very grateful to be able to do this and to be live with all of you lovely people. To watch Bundesliga. I love watching Bundesliga. It's so much fun. I'm trying to expose it to North America and to Americans in general. It's such a fun league to watch. So thank you for joining me. And we'll see you next weekend. If you're just here for Bundesliga, I'll see you next weekend for Bayern and Leverkusen. If not, we'll see you tonight for Vancouver and Maple Leafs. If not for that one, we'll just see you on the channel in general. Right, before we go, sending love from me to you, and to everyone around the world that could use it right now. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your Saturday, rest of your weekend. And go Eagles, go Chiefs. I don't know who to pick. I just want a good game. Right, thank you. Speak to you soon, everybody. This was fun.